Alright, so I'm kind of at a standstill with my wiring. Pretty much gotta get my engine in here. And then I can figure out where everything's gonna go. And I can button this up. So now we're going to work on our fuel system. So we're gonna mount this thing, a regulator, right here. I guess it's going to be clear there. From what I can find online, that's where people are mounting them on their OBS Chevys. Alright, let's see. Return. It's going to go here. That is not straight. Return. I don't think I'm going to get my supply in there with a 180. So let's try that 90. Okay, so this is how I want to run it. I do not like that at all. There are 2 bolts down there mounted on that little arm over there that hold the fuel lines in. I'm going to disconnect those. See if I can't bring the hoses up a little further. Right. Okay. Oh, look at that. Praise the good Lord. Alright, so this is so much better. Let's go underneath this. Alright, now we've got pretty much all the room we need, but we do need to remember to make room for the old trumpets. I'm gonna go right here. So we have to stay in this space. Alright, so return line. So supply line, I can move the supply line to the other side. It looks like it's going to be happier on the other side. Okay, supply line. Okay, now I really can almost go all the way to the inner well fill to the fender here. I like it as much as I don't like it. I don't like it being way over here all vulnerable. But I do kind of like that the lines are tight enough. I know they'll be out of the way. Because if I loosen them up, then I get slack, and I think we're just going to run with it right there. So let's get it in place, and then we will tighten up the lines. I don't think that's going to interfere with the hood hinge. We're going to have to remove the vacuum port to get that in. But before we go removing it, let's see if just putting a longer bit on has any effect for getting to it. Yes, no. Wow. Just once. Now nothing is tight here. So this pressure regulator, this fuel pressure regulator, when I bought it, it only came with one spring, and it's too high, 60 to like 120 or something silly. So we have to change the spring. Now this spring I have, I bought an extra TBI unit, and this is the spring that was in the TBI unit of my my spare. So from what I read, this will bring me down to the 5 psi I need. Look at that big old spring, huh? Alright. So we need to cut this spring to be about the same height as this one. So I'm going to cut it just a little higher and see if I can't bring one of the ends down. I don't even know if these things are going to cut it. Anyways, back to the truck. Now this did come with a fuel gauge, pressure gauge, but as low as we're going, it would be kind of silly because get it out. As you can tell, you know, it's going to be hard to read 5 psi on this gauge. So I bought another one. I think it goes to like 10 or something. We're about to find out. It goes to 15. So this will be a lot easier to read and get where we need. Before I put that in, I want to get these fittings tightened up, which is where the fun's going to begin now. So let's get this. Now these have a rubber O-ring down here, so I imagine we don't want to go too tight. Alright, that should work. Now I can tighten this one. Need another wrench. Now we'll go ahead and take out our port and put in our fuel pressure gauge. I feel like I should put some tape around that or something. Alright, so obviously it was gonna suck having to bend over to get that pressure where we need it, but we'll survive. Now obviously I have to run my fuel line to the carburetor, so that'll just get routed that way, I guess. But I don't need to route that until after, I mean, really the engine and carburetor's in. Yeah, man, she's looking like she's ready. This wire is gonna have to get routed differently. So I haven't done anything with that. I'm gonna have to get a new. Canister. This thing's all cracked. Now I know why it was all rusted over there. It was all rusted. This thing was just cracked and leaking. Yeah. thinking about getting a double stud over here instead of the single because I really want to, well, I'm going to run a stereo system in this thing, and it'd be nice to have another prong or enough room. Right now I'm kind of limited on space with just this one lug. Okay. Well, shoot, I don't know what else I can do right now. Getting that fuel system done was, I think, the last thing I needed to do. I should test it into a can, make sure there's no leaks, and make sure that I can get to my 5 psi. That would be the ideal thing to do.